assumed to be there. Jesus said, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." This sounds as though he were telling us that we cannot inherit the kingdom of God until we renounce the kingdom of man. Yet, we find him multiplying the loaves and the fishes when the multitude was hungry. He turned water into wine at the wedding feast, and in every way seemed to meet human needs wherever they arose. So even in teaching us that we must surrender something, he was not telling us that we should live in poverty or limitation. What he was saying is that when we put our trust in external things alone, we are certain to become disillusioned. For a person may have a fortune one day and lose it the next. He may have a position of high power and suddenly lose all public acclaim. Jesus was telling us something more real than this, but something which contained everything necessary to living in this world. For he knew that we need food and clothing and shelter. He was not saying that the divine will impose a suffering upon us, but rather that when we fail to live in accord with the divine, we bring suffering on ourselves. So we see that losing our lives or making the great surrender to the Spirit does not mean losing anything worthwhile, but getting rid of those things which deny the presence and the power of the Spirit right here on earth. It is the great negations of life that we have to surrender. The doubts and fears and uncertainties, the coldness and unkindness, the lack of love. He goes on further to suggest that we are full of resistance, though, and combativeness, and antagonism. And the reasons we are over-aggressive is because we feel insecure. We put up a great big bluff and make a big noise and throw ourselves around because of this feeling of insecurity. Resist not evil. We wondered if Jesus knew what he was talking about until we discovered the secret, which is simplicity itself. When we resist, we make the thing real in our imagination, which we are sincerely trying to get rid of. We become a house divided against itself, which Jesus said cannot stand. True non-resistance is the surrender of every arrogant attitude of mind to God. True non-resistance is to surrender to every arrogant attitude of mind to good and good alone. God's grace is my sufficiency. And the extraordinary, and certainly and more so in the ordinary. In fact, Howard Thurman says is that when we can stand in the ordinary and pronounce and announce God in the ordinary things that we do, that it is the highest call for us. That it is the great occasion, the grandest opportunity for us to become more of who we are, and never the less. God's grace is my sufficiency, always calling us forward and inviting us in, whispering to us when we are embracing it so that we can hear it say, go deeper. And not to participate in something so outside of ourselves where all we can see is something extraordinary, where our only focus, our only vision is on what's out there, them, her, him, she, they, that. You with me? So that our focus is move from there and move to solidly within. The ordinary, everyday things. Can we live our life as if it has meaning every day? Every day. Can I find God in the ordinary? Can I find God when I wake up in the morning and things seem to be a little bit off? Can I find God when during the day so much seems to be going on that my peace seems to be missing? Can I find God when I walk into the job and to see my coworkers there and to see God in them? And the ordinary. Can I find God when I'm so pissed off that I didn't get my way? Can I find God in the ordinary? We don't have to go someplace or make something up for us to begin to have life draw unto us. Something so within us that we only seek to go within. Where we are so rooted and so lovingly embraced by the divine, and we know it. And we open ourselves up then to hearing it offer us the opportunity to go deeper, not in the extraordinary, but in the ordinary. To living as if our life makes a difference, then Ernest Holmes says we have to surrender. To lose that part of us that denies the supreme presence of God wherever we are and anywhere we are. To lose that part of us that lives contrary to it. To let go of the great negations of life, doubt, fear, worry. To surrender this so that we may become more available to it. And the ordinary things that Howard Thurman calls the 10,000 little things. And perhaps there's no greater task, no greater opportunity to move from the mundane to the sacred. Where we go within and we begin to see and to recognize our own sacredness. Because what else is there to give? What else do we have to offer? How else can I make my life have meaning in the ordinary if I'm so far away from the extraordinary, the sacred within myself? Anything less, no great opportunity to let go and to let God, to let go of resistance. All resistance. That one was for me. To let go of our combativeness. To let go of being antagonism. We need not go very far. We need not go very far. Let us be so open and available then to change. Freely, consciously, every day. To bring meaning to what's sacred. To bring meaning to the sacred moment. To bring meaning to the sacred opportunity. To bring meaning to sacred life. To bring meaning to my sacred life. And God, the universe doesn't make mistakes. And we all have to be so inclined then to cultivate what's sacred and unique about us. So we are so rooted and embraced by the divine that there is such a communion where the two or the seemingly two becomes one. And we live in grace. You all should have got affirmation on a piece of slip of paper like this. And this is how I want us to end our service today, by standing up and stating this affirmation. And if you so choose, you can take it with you and work with it. Does everybody have one? If you don't, you can share with your neighbor. I think there might be some others in the back. So let's stand and affirm then that God's grace is my sufficiency. I am living in the continual expectancy that every good thing in my experience shall be multiplied. There is join me. And Alina, if you would, move us into our contemplative song where God is.